I guess now we don't have to tell you that the MPP, and according to the media report led by the flag bearer for the 2016 presidential elections, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and of course flanked by leading members of the party and his vice presidential candidate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, will be at the Holy Gardens Kwame Nkrumah Circle to start the demonstration to protest government's inability to resolve our current energy crisis. And this is what we've done. We've deployed a number of teams around the Kwame Nkrumah Circle and the various routes that the demonstration is expected to take place or go through. And so please don't worry. We'll give you a gist of what really is happening at the grounds very soon by way of picture. Now we have to look at what the stories on the front pages. All right, let me do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Here's the front page of the Daily Graphic. Headlines: Cabinet reconstituted, Espresso Timpon youth attack police station. And then the banner headline: 3 officials dismissed over riots at Maslock, addressing effects of doom. So we need strong bonds between private and public sectors. That's what the president is saying. You might want to read the details of it. Would strong bonds solve the problem? I heard from a very reliable source yesterday that what we need is a lot of money. VRA needs money. They all need money. So it looks like the issue is money. Money. But, you know, from where the president sits, I guess he sees things better than all of us. He says strong bonds. You can read the details of it. Back page of the Daily Graphic. China donates buses to governments. Committee to investigate attempted Kumasi jailbreak. Another headline here on the back page of the paper. That will be it for the Daily Graphic. But it's rather very heavy today. Yeah.
Front page of the Ghanaian Times has a story: businesses are suffering. President seems to be acknowledging urges joint public-private sector attack. Ongoing load shedding exercise update. Youth vandalize Sreso Tempong police station. And we have KJTR traders protest against market demolition. And this is how the story is like in Kumasi. Government wants to build over $200 million markets, I believe. That's a cost at the present market at KJTR. Now, the traders don't want to relocate because they believe the new place that they're expected to go or relocate to is not ready yet. And so they are very much reluctant to relocate. But the KMA says the project will go on. MPP demo today is at the corner. But
is that, you know, like a cabinet meeting, how it is held, you know, like how it's like, or this is just
no, this is just a meeting with business people.
Oh, okay.
And the story is on page 16 actually of the paper. I'm sure it's from.
I don't know. Is the president now beginning to understand?
I believe with let me just read this. President John Mahama has called for a strong engagement between the private and public sectors to address the negative effects that the ongoing load shedding exercise is having on local industries and businesses. He was opening a meeting of the Private Sector Advisory Council at the Flagstaff House yesterday. He expressed grave concern about the effects of the power outages on small.
He expressed concern
on small-scale businesses that government was working hard to grow and make more competitive. And this is the first in the series. I know you want to make a comment.
No, I don't know. The working I understand, but it's the hard bits that I am finding
that he's acknowledging that there's a problem.
Exactly. I mean, he's telling us what the problem is, but he's also saying that they are working hard. I mean, I'm failing to see the hard bit of the work.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
The editorial of the newspaper is captured down there. It says, lawlessness must stop. Back page, we have Chinese government donates vehicles to Ghana. And the vehicles were donated by the Chinese ambassador in Accra, Ms. Sang Bao-hong. And Ms. Sang Bao-hong has called for increased investment
what
and
did
export
you
between
say?
Sang Bao-hong. You haven't been to China before, have you?
No, I haven't.
Right, that's why. When you have been to China, you'll get to know how to pronounce the names adequately. Okay. Sang Bao-hong.
Sounds nice, though.
Yeah, sounds nice, right?
Yeah, it sounds like Chinese rice.
And Miss Sang Bao-hong made a call in Accra yesterday when she handed over 17 to 35 seater Zongtong
buses worth 10 million Chinese yuan to Zongtong.
Okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
Ole,
I'm teaching you to, you won't listen. Ni hao.
Let me do the final newspaper. Please forgive me. Here's the front page of the Finder. ECG to cut power to Ridge Hospital for owing 333,664.18 in Ghana cedis. Story on page 2. This is very disturbing. Who's responsible for paying the ECG bills of this hospital, the Ridge Hospital? Is it the ministry? No, not the ministry. Is it the Ghana Health Service or the hospital itself?
The point is the hospital itself, based on its allocations. You know, they get annual allocations and subventions, but also they also get some proceeds by way of funding or without revenue from their.
So, you know, according to this, a letter dated February 4th, 2015, signed by Engineer Abdullah Kura, the General Manager of ECG, addressed to the officer in charge of Ridge Hospital, said other debt recovery measures will be pursued to fully recover the debts, and this include taking legal action. They are to pay within some days, I think 7 days or so. Okay, so this letter was written on February 11, and they have a period within which they have to pay this. But my concern is failure to do so. What happens if they cut power to Ridge? In any case, are they enjoying like full power, or they're also on some sort of load shedding? Are they shedding load there, or you know,
I think they're also experiencing load shedding.
But 333,000, that's a lot of money.
Once you're connected to the grid and the vicinity tends to also get affected, definitely you will be affected.
Okay, so you know, the response from the hospital says that claims from the NHIS take a while to be processed, thereby affecting the financial status of the hospital, because you know they receive the cash and carry, he says, is about some 44%, and NHIS make up some 56%. So if that one doesn't come, it takes a long time to come, then it would definitely affect how they also pay utilities. The hospital spends up to 6,000 Ghana cedis daily on fuel to run its generator. Okay, so ECG, the point is they're not even getting constant electricity supply. But I guess the issue here is that they owe you, and they owe you a lot of money, and you're threatened to cut their power. Let's see what happens. Also, Wangbo demo critics are thinking upside down. Kwabene Japan is saying, full stories on page 8. Also, illegal foreign gold buyers flees in Ghana, says the PMMC, and allegations are false, malicious. SHCMD seem to be saying. Comes with a picture of Dr. Makini Akwe, Ankara, story on page 2. Okay, so that's the State Housing Company Managing Director who is saying a few things in the paper that you can grab and read. That will be it for the Finder Roland.
Front page of the Daily Guide, and I love the Daily Guide. Their page design is up there. That's my belief, though. Collins Dauda apparently has been sacked from cabinet. That's what the paper says. I'm not the one
I read,
sacked in red. And you can trust the Daily Guide. They'll have.
It's not a sack.
This one almost looks like a car for a luxury, an advert for a luxury car, right? But it's actually the Chrysler. That's the Energy Ministry is said to have blown $2 million on, including other vehicles, luxurious vehicles they call it, and it's been captured here. Energy Ministry blows $2 million on luxury cars, and beside that we have Chop at BBNA Assembly, and to the tune of 506,000 Ghana cedis by only 2 people. Right. And the other time to Maslock, 1 million Ghana cedis. Okay, but up there, we'll give you the latest update. Already I've told you that we've deployed several news reporters and anchors around the routes where the MPP will be demonstrating, but especially at the Holy Gardens here in Accra, Kwame Nkrumah Circle. And we already have some live feeds streaming into the studio, and very soon we'll put them on screen for you.
Yeah.
Please, if you're watching those visuals or you are there, you're part of the demonstrators, you would want to contact us through our social media page. Very easy. Please log on to our Facebook page, Joy News on TV, and also a handle on Twitter, Joy News on TV. She has a handle, Mama Via Boaje, at Twitter, and I also have a Twitter handle, Rural Walker Ghana. When you get there, please, we'll get to know what you're thinking about, and we'll also give you some feedback as well.
Okay. In the meantime, I will do the Chronicle newspaper, front page of the Chronicle. Okay, but by way of pictures coming your way right now on your screens, from Circle, where the demonstration is beginning, we've got our colleague Derek Echols. He's our man on the ground at Obra Sport. You know, early this morning we spoke to Francisca Kakrafo saying this time around we've got pictures that we're going to be showing you. So live feed there from the Obra Sport where the Wongbo demonstration is beginning. Let me do the Chronicle. This Chrysler...
Fascinates me. Wongbo.
Yeah. So, Agbewo Ewo Wongbo. Okay, so the Chronicle, NDC splashes 1.7 million donor cash on flashy cars. That's the headline on the front page of the Chronicle. Also, uproar over Kamara's job, and MPP Wongbo demo rocks Accra today. So on that note, Patrick, my director, says he's ready to bring us the live feed, but let us see it. That's what we want to do. Let's see it. Okay, yeah, so we're seeing it right now. So this is the Obra Sport.
And according to the report we've had from the MPP, they expect millions of their supporters to be on the street of Accra today. And they've been given some streets through which they have to undertake a demonstration. And these routes have been agreed on with the police. And so very soon we should give you a vivid description of what is going to take place and how it is going to take place. And live feed from Obra Sport here in Accra, and it is the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, and it is the starting point for the demonstration. And according to the media report that had been speculated before this morning, the demonstration is expected to be led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is a flag bearer of the MPP for the 2016 presidential elections, flanked by his vice presidential candidate Mahamudu Bawumia, but also some officials of the party. All right. I don't know whether that's official. You're talking about vice presidential candidate. I don't think that's official.
You've been drumming it in my ears. But you know, it's 6:59 right now.
Perhaps I want to officialize it.
This is the scene at the Obra Sport. I guess, you know, they are trying to get themselves together and get on. So 6:59, this is the scene at the starting point of the
And I can already read a flag there.
Can you read?
Yeah, Ghana cedi is Africa's worst performing currency, and it's in red. You know, the whole thing is danger, you know. You see it in red. Is that Charlie?
Yeah.
Wangboe. All right. So we'll see.
Okay, so back to the newspapers. Let me do the back page of the Chronicle for you. Duncan in talks with Kotoko, Celestete under no pressure ahead of under 20 tournament. So Ghana under 20 coach Celestete insists he's not under extra pressure as he leads the team to the 2015 African Youth Championship in Senegal. And I am pleading, can we give this particular tournament the sort of coverage that we gave to the AFCON? And can we also appreciate them the way we've appreciated the Black Stars when they are done with this tournament?
Yeah.
We'll see.
They should win. If they win.
Excuse me, they should go and do well. Yeah,
no, they should win.
The same measure that we gave to the Black Stars, I think we should give to these boys as well. But also, Dan Quay revives career at Olympics. So some of the
And do you know that Richard Kinson has also returned to his old club?
Yeah, he's gone to Olympics.
Accra Olympics.
Yeah. Would he be, I mean, is he like a first
team person?
Yeah,
exactly.
He's
in the first team.
Oh,
Top goalkeeper.
All right. Yeah, I mean, he's retiring there, isn't he?
I think he has retired.
Okay.
It's just a recall.
Okay. All right.
You know, sometimes when people retire, they are recalled because of their essential services that they offer.
All right. We'll see how it goes. I mean, who knows? We might want to call him back into the Black Stars.
There's one thing, though. You know, Baba Tanda will be presenting the sports bulletin next, and she's promised to give us details about the media speculations we're hearing of the Jeep that was given to the various Black Star players by Tannic, the sole distributors of such.
I'm consoling myself.
As well as even the Chrysler cars, they are bought from there.
I'm still
that's bought from PHC.
I'm still consoling myself with the picture. I mean, I don't know. Somebody drives. Yeah. Somebody, yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll see. We're done with the headlines? Oh, yeah, I promised we're going to go to my Joy Online, so let's check out.
Please, in the meantime, please get interactive with us. We have a page on Facebook, Joy News on TV, and a handle on Twitter, Joy News on TV. And we want to make sure that you're staying glued to us because we have deployed a number of reporters across Accra, mainly the starting point of the MPP Wongbo demonstration. That is Obrasport, Kwame Nkrumah Circle here in Accra, and the various routes through which the march is expected to go through. And these routes have been agreed on with the police, and we expect that the demonstrators will abide by the rules as set by the police or agreed upon with the police. And already the Ghana Police Service is expected to deploy hundreds, if not thousands, of their men and women or personnel across those areas in the capital to make sure that the demonstration is peaceful as possible.
Okay, so you know how this Chrysler issue is making serious headlines in the papers?
In the tabloids? Which one?
Okay. Yeah, and you know, the Chronicles headline said NDC splashes $1.7 million donor cash on flashy cars. I've got an update which is on myjoyonline.com for you. Apparently, the purchase of 38 luxury vehicles by the Energy and Petroleum Ministry was negotiated, Rolla, listen to this, was negotiated by the New Patriotic Party in June in 2007, Joy News has gathered. Sources at the ministry said the purchase of the vehicles valued at this is $1 million, isn't it?
1,745,153
or 59 US dollars,
or 59 US dollars.
Was also approved by Parliament in 2008 as part of some $350 million US Exim Bank facility. The Auditor General said was meant for extending electricity to some 1,200 communities.
How much was approved?
Under the multi-donor budgetary support program. I've got to read. Okay, so the vehicles form parts of a $350 million that I have mentioned. Okay.
So they used the $2 million to purchase there.
Yeah. So this $2 million. I mean, the cost is $2 million. No, but this one says the vehicles were valued at $1,700,000. Okay, so that's close to $2 million. Was part of this 350. But I guess the bottom line is there was backing from Parliament, and again, if you want to do politics,
there's no backing from Parliament. There was backing from Parliament for approval of the loan, which was meant, according to the report, meant for rural electrification. Now, what the Auditor General is saying, based on his performance audit report, that these monies were diverted from the initial intended purposes for the loans.
I'm also reading from.
So they were used to buy these vehicles whilst they were not part of the contract agreement.
Okay, but if you look at this update, and I'll just read to you this paragraph. Sources at the ministry said the purchase of the vehicles was approved by Parliament in 2008 as part of $350 million that loan, which was meant for extending electricity to the communities under the multi-donor budgetary support. Amazing. But you can just go to myjoyonline.com and read a lot more details for yourselves. That will be it. We're going back to the Obrasport right now.
Yes, because on the front page of the news statement it says MPP Akufo-Addo ready for demo today. And you have a picture there. But now we cross over to the Obrasport, and Derek Ekol-Sam is on the line. Derek.
Say Echo.
Echo. Derek, we don't seem to have we don't seem to have Derek, but he's there. And we're telling you because we've deployed tens of reporters, not only at the Obrasport but also the routes that we expect to have this very demonstration. So please be rest assured. Echo. We have Derek Ekol Sam on the line. A very good morning to you, Ekol. Now, can you tell us, okay, what's the current atmosphere like at the Obras Port?
Absolutely. I've also joined the masses in solidarity. Our nation is heading towards the slaughterhouse. And earlier we, the youth of our country, helped arrest this decline the better. So we joined the masses and the multitudes on the street today. I have led an athletic demonstration. But to start at this point, just an hour into the time of convocation to have these numbers, simply amazing. I'm sure you've covered demonstrations here in the past, but the numbers, even from this point, is amazing.
Well, there's also think that if you want to look into the current energy crisis, demonstrating against the current government is not the best of
My talk has failed. Advice has failed. The government must show the pressure on the street. The government must show that people are dying. People are losing their livelihood. And the ordinary Ghanaian today is specific power is fast eroding. Businesses are collapsing. So if you are telling me that upon the advice we've given you in the past, government must cut down on its wasting. And that's the most important thing. Just yesterday, an auditor general's report has said on your net $2 million to buy like your car. Simply amazing. Amazing.
How would you feel if after demonstrating nothing is done about the problems you have outlined?
I looked at Continua, Victoria, etc.
It means that we should look for
next week there will be one. And then subsequently there will be another demonstration. You see, anytime there's demonstration, the government of the day loses role. You have workers agitating, you have the ordinary Ghanaians, you have citizens. And I think that it's our federal government heed the call of the people and pay much attention and be sensitive towards the plight.
Well, thank you very much for this much. But you can see a lot of placards in here. This one says the Ghana government. It says no life, no water, no leader. You can see one that says this is the better Ghana. You can see another one that says Ghana City is Southwest West government currency. Some talk is going on. Go on, Mr. President. I want to talk to some people over here. Thank you very much. Where are you here today? I'm a transport to get suffering.
Again, because of the number of reporters we've deployed there, you get to have a lot more of these incisive interviews. And this one by Derek Ekol Sam at the Obras Port. And he was speaking to Samia Uku, who is a national youth organizer of the MPP. And we know that the MPP, they are convening that very Wangbo demonstration starting from the Obras Port, Kwame Nkrumah Circle here in Accra. Again, we have dotted on the demonstration route various reporters who are going to give you up-to-the-minute update on what is happening with the demonstrators in that very picketing that has been put together by the MPP, the topmost opposition political party, and they've dubbed it Wangbo demonstration. It's starting from the Holy Gardens here in Accra.
Yeah, and our colleague Ekol Sam is on standby. We'll bring you a live feed and some live updates on what's happening at the Obras Port.
Well, so you can see pictures from the Obras Port, and very soon our reporter will be on.
There's a pickup behind me that is coming away with a lot of the placards here. We have scores of people here, a lot of people here who are actually demonstrating against the government for what they call the energy crisis. They say it's affecting their businesses. And it might interest you to know that at this crucial moment when people are actually demonstrating against the government, there are lots of people here who are also doing businesses as well. A lot of the red, what we call the cojan, is being sold by a lot of people here. And it's amazing what happens in times like this. People are here to demonstrate, and the others here want to do business as well. There are also a lot of women around here, all clad in red and black, to demonstrate. They say that they have businesses that have been affected by the current power. Let me talk to some people here. Pastor Fro saying.
Some challenges with the audio you cannot hear, but that's our colleague in the picture there, Ekol Sam, speaking to one hyper demonstrator. She wants to carry, her points across. Very unfortunate we cannot hear what they're saying, but this is live pictures coming to you from the Obras Port here in Accra Circle, where that Wangbo demonstration is beginning. People gathering right now. Some 7:33 a.m. All right, in the meantime, a lot of you have also been sharing your views on facebook.com/Joy News on TV. We're going to be reading a bit of your messages to everybody else to hear. The placards.
Because her business is not booming as it should.
Live updates with a feed from the Obra Sport Kwame Nkrumah Circle, Accra. And again, we should just remind you, it is the starting point for the Wongbo demonstration. And this is where picketing has been put together by the opposition MPP. And just on Tuesday, we have the General Secretary of the party also inviting other parties or political parties to come and join them, and also those in solidarity with what they are demonstrating about to also come and just support them in today's picketing. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Again, we've just deployed across the demonstration routes various reporters who are going to give you varied reports as to how people are reacting to the march, and also what the concerns of even the demonstrators themselves are.
Let me go to Facebook, some of your messages. Ali Al-Hassan Sabato. Hey, Ali, you've become really regular. Really appreciate it. He says they can do whatever they like, but they will still remain in opposition. Kelvin Bakker says, for what? Okay, you know, you are basically not understanding what's happening. Stephen Sedem says, most people demonstrating today don't pay light bills. I don't know on what basis, Stephen, you're saying what you're saying. Ronald, your boy, just laughing it off, says opposition can be very crazy and sad. And he goes on and on and on and on. James Moiko says, James, I don't think I'm ready to read what you've said. Don Barry says Mahama should address the protesters and tell them he's not sleeping. He should outline all the strategies being implemented to them, since they don't or they refuse to listen to the news. Okay.
Okay. So those are the messages we're bringing to you live from our platform on Facebook, and the page is Joy News on TV, and we also have a handle on Twitter at Joy News on TV. As you do that, we'll get to relay some of those messages to you intermittently within the whole program. Again, we're giving you live feed from the demonstration grounds that have been put together by the MPP, and it's dubbed Wongbo demonstration, and just in Gar parlance means that we are dying. John Ben Nye is one of the inscriptions I'm reading from the placard, and you can see hundreds, if not close to 1,000 of supporters of the MPP and those who are solidarizing with them for this very demonstration. And what are they picketing about? Is basically about the cost of running their own private energy, because the power from the national grid is not forthcoming. We're currently rationing at a very alarming rate, I should say. In some areas, close to about 36 hours off, and then you get some 12 hours lights on. And according to the report, it's affected mainly top businesses, but also even those in the medium to small scale sector have also been widely affected, namely hairdressers, barbers, etc.
The co-stores are also suffering huge losses. Company reported recently closed down, about 70 workers laid off, all due to the power crisis. We saw not too long ago, one of our colleagues at Tonamse is speaking to a co-store operator who had lost about 50,000 Ghana cedis, crying, you know, on live television not too long ago. Businesses are collapsing. And of course, individuals are also feeling it, because now you cannot cook a lot of food and keep in the refrigerator. It would just go bad. So all of us feeling the heat, but people also asking questions. Is this demonstration the way to go? Would it solve the problem, most importantly? Would they demonstrate today and go home and sleep in the heat and in the darkness? That's what we wait to see.
Get home.
Yeah. Okay, so this one's staring you in the face. We Voltarians. Oh, and it's gone. I couldn't capture it in my head. Okay, but just some of the inscriptions on those placards there at the Obra Sport. I'm just thinking, Why do all the demonstrations begin at the Obra sports?
I guess it's just the converging point, because it's a place where you direct all demonstrators or would-be demonstrators who adequately can pinpoint and say, they know. You can see this one says disappointed NDC youth crossover to MPP. Interested person should call, and the contact numbers. Ghana is a great satire or satirist country, I should say. 03-020-744-9552. I just mentioned the numbers, so marketing would just give them an invoice straight away.
No, they would give you, because
Okay.
I mean they have got nothing to do with it.
Okay, so we'll see how that goes. And again, we're giving you live pictures from the Kwame Nkrumah Circle in Accra, specifically the Obra Sport, where usually we have picketing or demonstrations starting in our country, and you have hundreds, if not thousands, of members of the MPP and those who are also solidarizing with their teaming message on the demonstration, demonstrating against government's inability to deal with the current energy crisis as we're facing as Ghanaians. And you have hundreds of them, and I believe that demonstration will start in earnest or soon, as we're also getting reports from the media that it could be led by the flag bearer of the party, that's the MPP, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, as well as other officials of the MPP.
Yeah, I just saw somebody carrying a coal pot and now a television set. What's
This
the
one,
significance
this one is not
of
digital.
This
This is pure monko. Backhands here.
What's the significance of carrying the television? The coal pot I can understand.
Well, television means that without lights you can watch TV.
Oh, so she's just carrying her TV around because it's useless. Okay.
It said drop the yam. What does yam mean? Okay. All right. So, as you can see, live pictures from your Obra Sport, and according to the leaders of the MPP, they expect to have millions of people, and we know that in the last election over 5 million people voted for the MPP, just like also over 5 million people or voters voted for the NDC as well. So both parties have strong supporters or a supporter base as far as their grassroots participation is concerned, and deeply the media is there covering these activities of the demonstrators before they embark on the main picketing or the demonstration. And you can see that the media is also interested in what the issues are, but more importantly, we're going to have security from the Ghana Police Service, and already officials or the top hierarchy of the police service met with officials of the MPP to outline the route, but also to detail personnel who will be deployed to various sections of the routes in the demonstration. You can see Hadigbe, but also Bobo, or depends on which language you're speaking.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, but we also do know that Occupy Ghana is supporting
pictures.
this kind of demonstration. So one of the key things we want to look out for this morning is members of Occupy Ghana, the occupiers, because they are strongly supporting this demonstration. We also want to try and see if we can find members of the CPP, for instance, or the PNC, because the NPP made a call to all these other political parties to join, and indeed all Ghanaians who feel affected by the energy crisis that we have been faced with. So live pictures coming to you from the Obra Sport, where the NPP is beginning its demonstration from. A lot of people gathering right now, but we are yet to see the leader of today's demonstration.